Knuckles features Pachacamac the Echidna in a minor but important supporting role, all while making some big departures from the original games. In both the original Sonic the Hedgehog games and the subsequent film franchise adapting them for the big screen, Knuckles has been established as being one of the last of his people in the universe. Certain games like Sonic Adventure delved into the history of how that happened, highlighting how past crimes can come back to haunt the world. The cinematic Sonic the Hedgehog films and Knuckles series use the games primarily as inspiration instead of direct adaptations. This allows for new characters and remixed concepts to exist alongside the more iconic elements of the franchise. This includes Pachacamac, who plays a very different role in the Knuckles show than he did in the original games. In fact, while the games used him as a vital piece of lore to explain ancient battles and powerful forces, the show reinvents the character into someone that is far more befitting the comedy legend that the Knuckles series cast for the character. Here's how Pachacamac factors into the Paramount Plus Knuckles series and how much he differs from his original game incarnation. Pachacamac was the chief of the Knuckles clan. How Knuckles became the last of the living echidnas. Knuckles Pachacamac 1. In the Knuckles series and in the original Sonic the Hedgehog game franchise, Pachacamac is one of the most important echidnas besides Knuckles. In Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2, it was revealed that the Knuckles clan eventually ended up at war with other species, including owls like Longclaw. In fact, Pachacamac has a subtle cameo in the first Sonic the Hedgehog film as the echidna who confronts and shoots Longclaw with an arrow, preventing her from reaching Earth alongside her adopted son, Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 set up more of the motivations of the Echidna clan. This a departure from the video games, where he was portrayed as a more villainous and dangerous figure with little direct connection to Knuckles. By contrast, Pachacamac is treated with a sense of reverence by Knuckles, who mentions the impact the older figure had on him in his youth, and continues to have on him years since their last meeting. Pachacamac is a potential key to the Sonic the Hedgehog cinematic universe expanding to include more members or stories about Knuckles' people, even if the character himself is revealed to actually be long dead by the events of the Knuckles show. Why Pachacamac appears to Knuckles and Wade. Pachacamac's role in Knuckles, explained. Knuckles Pachacamac 3. In Knuckles, Pachacamac serves as something of a spiritual guide to both Knuckles and Wade. Pachacamac exists as a ghostly figure in the show, appearing to the two of them separately during moments of doubt. In both instances, Pachacamac appears to give the heroes advice and perspective on their troubles. For Knuckles, this inspires him to take on Wade as an apprentice so that they may keep the traditions and honor of the Knuckles tribe alive. For Wade, Pachacamac adjusts his approach and instead appears in a more familiar guise, a bowling alley attendant, complete with uniform and name tag. Pachacamac is portrayed as a friendly figure in the show, willing to work through Knuckles and Wade's issues alongside them. He offers commentary on Wade's attempts to find a shortcut through his emotional growth and showcases a great deal of patience with Wade's short attention span. In both instances, Knuckles and Wade grow from the lessons that Pachacamac shares with them, helping them find motivation to get out there and change their lives and others. It's interesting to see Pachacamac brought to life like this, especially considering how different this version of the character is from the original Sonic games.